The polar vortex, while it might sound like the name of a sci-fi villain or a force from another world, is actually a real, colossal pool of frigid air that constantly swirls high above the North Pole. This icy crown sits at the top of our planet, shaping the fate of winter weather for millions of people below. It's a permanent part of our atmosphere, a swirling mass that's usually kept in check by a powerful jet stream. Think of this jet stream as an invisible, high-speed fence that circles the Arctic, holding the coldest air in place and keeping it from spilling southward. When this fence is strong and unbroken, the cold remains locked up north. That means winters in the US and Europe are often milder, with only gentle snowfalls and manageable chills. People can go about their routines without much disruption, and cities stay prepared. But if the vortex weakens or the jet stream falters, that protective fence starts to break down, opening the gates to chaos. Chunks of Arctic air escape their northern prison, plunging southward and bringing with them extreme cold, frozen pipes, icy roads, and travel chaos. Suddenly, cities unaccustomed to such cold find themselves in the grip of winter's fury. The polar vortex isn't a storm you can see on the horizon. It's the hidden engine behind the cold snaps that can grip entire continents for weeks, turning familiar landscapes into frozen frontiers. A stable vortex means predictable, manageable winters. But when it's disrupted, wild and dangerous weather can strike, bringing blizzards, power outages, and record-breaking lows. That's why meteorologists and climate scientists watch the polar vortex so closely, tracking its every wobble and shift. When the vortex wobbles or even splits apart, it can unleash record-breaking cold far from the Arctic, sending icy blasts into places that rarely see such extremes. Understanding its behavior is absolutely key to forecasting how severe or how mild our winters will be. It's the difference between being caught off guard and being prepared. The difference between a manageable winter and one that truly tests our limits, our infrastructure, our patience, and our resilience, often comes down to the state of this icy crown. And this year, the polar vortex is showing signs of doing something we've never seen before. Unusual shifts that could rewrite what we know about winter weather. The stakes are high. Our infrastructure, our daily routines, and even our safety hang in the balance when the Arctic's icy guard lets its watch slip. So, what happens when the Arctic's icy crown falters? The answer could shape the story of this winter and winters to come. Normally, polar vortex disruptions hit in January or February, after winter settles in. But this year, as of December 3rd, the vortex is already wobbling, weeks ahead of schedule. Meteorologists are stunned. Satellite data shows rapid stratospheric warming, a phenomenon called sudden stratospheric warming, or SSW. This SSW weakens the vortex, letting Arctic air spill south much earlier and for much longer than usual. The result? The freezer door is propped open, and cold air is flooding out. This early breakdown could mean months of severe cold, not just a few weeks. The jet stream is likely to become wavier, locking cold in place and sending warmth elsewhere. It's not a blip. It's a fundamental rewrite of the winter weather playbook. The implications are huge, with ripple effects across continents. This December shift is a warning. Winter 2025 is breaking all the rules. What's truly historic about this December isn't just the early weakening of the polar vortex, it's the dramatic and unusual way the vortex itself is shifting, something meteorologists have rarely observed. In spinning steadily over the North Pole as it usually does, the vortex is being forcefully shoved toward Eurasia, almost like a spinning top that's been knocked off balance by an invisible hand. This sudden displacement sets off a powerful chain reaction in the atmosphere. High-pressure blocks quickly form over Greenland and the North Atlantic, acting like giant walls that divert frigid Arctic air southward. The result? A direct, unbroken pipeline of the coldest air on Earth pouring into both North America and Europe, setting the stage for extreme winter weather. Forecast models now show the vortex's very center could end up parked over Siberia, leaving the United States wide open and exposed to repeated Arctic blasts, with little to block the cold. This isn't your typical cold snap. It's pure, unfiltered polar air surging south in a way we almost never see. The combination of early timing, rapid stratospheric warming, and this extreme displacement is truly unprecedented in modern records. We're witnessing a setup that's far more typical of the dead of winter in late January, not the very start of December. This is a perfect storm of atmospheric forces, colliding to start winter with an unforgettable roar. We're truly in uncharted territory for early season cold, with records already being challenged and broken. The consequences of this polar wobble will be felt far beyond the Arctic, reaching places that rarely see such intense cold this early in the season. Meteorologists everywhere are sounding the alarm. This isn't just theory, it's happening now. Multiple forecasting models agree. A dramatic breakdown is underway. Dr. Judah Cohen and others have warned for weeks, pointing to extensive Siberian snow cover as a key trigger. The science is clear. This setup is primed for high-impact weather. Experts urge immediate preparation. This isn't a wait-and-see event. The forecast calls for a prolonged, dangerous cold snap, not just a single storm. The chatter among forecasters is electric, but the responsibility is heavy. Behind the maps are real people and real risks. The consensus, late December and January could be brutally cold for millions. Now is the time to check heating, insulate pipes, and prepare emergency kits. The whispers are turning into a roar. Get ready. To see what's coming, look to the past. The polar vortex made headlines in 2014, plunging Chicago into record cold and causing billions in damage. In 2021, a vortex split paralyzed Texas, leaving millions without power in deadly cold. Even further back, the winter of 1983-84 brought relentless, record-breaking cold across the U.S. These events show the devastating power of a disrupted vortex, crippling cities, breaking infrastructure, and threatening lives. What's different now? Timing. Past events peaked in January or February. This year, the pattern is locking in during early December. That's why meteorologists are on high alert. We could be facing a winter that rivals or surpasses the most severe in recent memory. History is a warning, and this year could write a new chapter. For North America, the immediate threat is a series of intense Arctic outbreaks, sweeping down from the far north with little warning. These frigid air masses are poised to transform the weather landscape in a matter of hours, catching many off guard. The displaced vortex puts the central and eastern U.S. directly in the path of Siberian air, our coldest possible source. This rare atmospheric event funnels bone-chilling temperatures thousands of miles from their origin, making the cold even more severe and persistent. Temperatures could plunge 30 to 50 degrees below average, with historic cold stretching from the Midwest to the South. Cities unaccustomed to such extremes may see records shattered, and daily life disrupted in ways not seen for decades. Expect major snowstorms, especially near the Great Lakes, and the potential for crippling nor'easters along the East Coast. These storms can dump feet of snow, paralyze transportation, and leave communities isolated for days. This isn't just about snow days. Sustained cold will strain power grids, risking widespread outages. Prolonged blackouts in freezing weather can quickly become life-threatening, especially for those without backup heat. Pipes could freeze and burst, causing billions in damage. Water damage from burst pipes can devastate homes and businesses, leading to long-term recovery efforts. Travel may grind to a halt, and supply chains could be disrupted. Roads may become impassable, and essential goods like food and medicine may be hard to find. The human toll is real: hypothermia, frostbite, and health risks for the vulnerable. Emergency services will be stretched thin, and those without adequate shelter face the greatest danger. Even a few minutes outside could be dangerous in these wind chills. Exposed skin can freeze rapidly, and the risk of injury or death rises sharply. This is weather that demands respect and preparation. Stocking up on essentials, winterizing your home, and checking on neighbors can make all the difference. Its reach will be broad and its impact severe. No community is immune, and everyone must be ready to face the challenges ahead. The time to act is now. Stay informed, stay safe, and take every warning seriously. Your preparation could save lives. Europe won't escape this polar vortex shift. The blocking high near Greenland will slam the door on mild Atlantic air, letting Siberian cold sweep west. This beast from the east brings a dry, biting cold, far harsher than Europe's usual winters. Cities like London, Paris, and Berlin could see disruptive snow, while Scandinavia and Eastern Europe face deep freezes. Even Southern Europe may see rare snow and unusual cold. Energy demand will spike, straining supplies and raising prices. Major airports could face days of cancellations and delays. The economic ripple will be felt across the continent. What happens above the North Pole can change daily life from Rome to Scotland. Europe, too, must prepare for a winter unlike any other. This isn't just science, it's about your life for the next few months. The polar vortex could impact your safety, finances, and daily routine. Higher heating bills, burst pipes, and power outages are real risks. Businesses may close, supply chains may falter, and schools could shut down. The financial and personal costs of extreme winter are significant. Are you ready for a multi-day power outage or impassable roads? Ignoring the warnings is a dangerous gamble. Texas 2021 proved that. Knowledge is power. Understanding the risks lets you take action. We have the advantage of advance warning. Now it's up to us to prepare. Respect the power of nature and act before the first flakes fall. Preparation is your best defense. Start at home, seal drafts, insulate pipes, and know where your water shutoff is. Build a 72-hour emergency kit. Food, water, blankets, flashlights, and batteries. Avoid candles. Use battery-powered lights for safety. Prepare your car. Keep the tank half full, check the battery, and pack a winter kit with blankets, snacks, and a shovel. If stranded, stay in your vehicle. It's your best shelter. Make a family communication plan and check on neighbors, especially the vulnerable. Keep phones charged and consider a portable power bank. This isn't doomsday prepping, it's common sense for a historic winter. A little preparation turns crisis into inconvenience. Stay safe, stay warm, and be ready for whatever this winter brings. The time to prepare is now.